back to another video. I'm NextStrokes23, you guys are the Nextstrokes army. And today I'm back with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best players from every NBA team in alphabetical order. So, let's begin with the Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young. Trae Young is probably one of the youngest players on this list, and he's clearly proven that he is a top clutch player. Missing out on Rookie of the Year last year, he's proven that he can be the next Steph Curry in the years to come. With stats like 29.6 points, 9.3 assists, 4.3 rebounds, he's clearly going to make a big name for himself in Atlanta. Boston Celtics, Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker has just come into Boston this year, but has clearly proven that he is the best player in that team. With stats like 21.2 points, 4.9 assists, and 4.1 rebounds, he's going to make a big name for himself in Boston. Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie Irving. It could have been Kevin Durant this year, but Kevin Durant got injured in the 2019 playoffs. So the only best player in the team is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one of the best ball handlers in the league. And with stats like 27.2 points, 6.4 assists, 5.2 rebounds, he's clearly leading this team to a playoff this year. Charlotte Hornets, Terry Rozier. There's really nothing you can say about this because the Charlotte Hornets are a trash team. And Terry Rozier, he's not trash, but he's okay. With stats like 18 points, 4.1 assists, 4.4 rebounds, there's really nothing you can say about that. Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine has shown how clutch he is in this year. Especially with the game winner against Charlotte Hornets. Geez, that man's going to make a big name for himself in Chicago. With stats with like 25.5 points, 4.2 assists and 4.8 rebounds. He's going to be a big name in the future. Cleveland Cavaliers, Kevin Love. The Cleveland Cavaliers have had a really rough year, sitting last in the Eastern Conference, and they've just been really trash. This could have easily went to Colin Sexton, but they've pretty much had similar stats. But Kevin Love's got the more experience, so I had to give it to Kevin Love. And guys, in the comment section below, if I'm wrong, just tell me and don't give me the hate. Don't give me hate, please. But carrying on with the video, Kevin Love has been averaging 17.6 points, 3.2 assists, 9.8 rebounds. It's not bad for a player who's playing in a team that's last, but it's not great at the same time. So, Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic. Last year's Rookie of the Year has quickly became an MVP candidate, which shows how dominant he is. With 28.7 points, 8.7 assists, 9.3 rebounds, he's going to be a future MVP and he's going to be a future Hall of Famer, I believe. Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic. The Denver Nuggets have had a really good year this year, sitting third in the Western Conference. They're 100% going to make the playoffs, probably the Western Conference Finals. And Nikola Jokic was just leading this team to this greatness with his amazing passing and oh my god, he's just amazing. You just can't say he's a good all-round player. With stats like 20.2 points, 6.9 assists, 10.2 rebounds. He's clearly a good defensive player and clearly a good offensive player. Detroit Pistons, Blake Griffin, or Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin hasn't had a good year this year. That's the truth. He's not as dominant as he was in the Clippers, but still he hasn't been putting on bad stats. With 15.5 points, 3.5 assists, and 4.7 rebounds isn't bad for him, especially. Golden State Warriors, Andrew Wiggins. This could have went to Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, but they've been pretty much injured all year, and the only good player that they had this year is Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins came from the Minnesota Timberwolves and hasn't played the best. That's the truth. With stats like 21.8 points, 3.7 assists, 5.1 rebounds, the Warriors fans are clearly expecting him to be doing more. The Houston Rockets, James Harden. James Harden has had a crazy year this year. He's clearly led this team to greatness And also with the help of Russell Westbrook, they could be an NBA Finals team. With stats like 34.4 points, 7.4 assists, 6.4 rebounds, he is clearly a candidate for the MVP. The Indiana Pacers, T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren has led this team since Victor Oladipo was injured this year, and he actually has done quite a good job, but by putting on 18.7 assists, 18.7 points, 1.4 assists and 4 rebounds. It's not great, especially assists are trash, but there's no other good player in the Indiana Pacers. The LA Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is the obvious best player in the Clippers. He's with 26.9 points, 5 assists and 7.3 rebounds. This man is an amazing defensive player, and he's easily better than Paul George. That's why the Claw is the best in the Clippers. For the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James. This could have went to Anthony Davis, but they pretty much covered similar stats. But LeBron James has got the better, more experience, and he's the best. And in my opinion, the better player. He's been averaging 25.7 points, 10.6 assists, and 7.9 rebounds, which is an absolute amazing stats for a player that's pretty much aging, but right now he looks like he's still in his rookie year. The Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant. Ja Morant, the rookie, has had a pretty decent year. He's been putting up okay stats, and he's 100% going to win the Rookie of the Year, as Zion's been injured and there's no other good player. So it's going to go to Ja Morant. He's been averaging some good points, 17.6 points, 6.9 assists and 3.5 rebounds. You can tell he's clearly a good offensive player, but he lacks defense, and that's the truth. The Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler. This could have went to Bam Adebayo, but I chose Jimmy Butler. Just tell me in the comment section below if I'm wrong, and if you think I'm wrong, correct me if you think it's Bam Adebayo or some other players in the Miami Heat. But I'm going to go with Jimmy Butler. He's been averaging 20.2 points, 6.1 assists and 6.6 rebounds, which is actually amazing for him. And I'm pretty sure that's one of his best seasons in his career. The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The last year's MVP has quickly became another candidate for the MVP, because he is just a beast and he's a freak of nature. He's been averaging 29.6 points, 5.8 assists and 13.7 rebounds. This man is clearly a good, amazing offensive player and an amazing defensive player. So he might have a chance to win MVP, at the same time, Defensive Player of the Year. The Minnesota Timberwolves, Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns has pretty much got this team on his back. With D'Angelo Russell coming into the team, he's pretty much got a bit of help now. With averaging 26.5 points, 4.4 assists, and 10.8 rebounds. He's just been phenomenal all year. The New Orleans Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. Zion Williamson could have been the best, but he's been injured for most of the year. So it had to, and the other good player putting up good stats is Brandon Ingram. He's been putting up 24.3 points, 4.3 assists, and 6.3 rebounds, which is absolutely crazy for a player like him, who hasn't even been playing well from the beginning of his career in the Lakers. The New York Knicks, RJ Barrett. The New York Knicks hasn't had any good players, and I didn't know who to choose because all their stats were pretty much similar, so I just went for RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett hasn't had a good year, but is still one of the better players out of all the other rookies that there is. Averaging 14.3 points, 2.6 assists, 5 rebounds. He's not going to be a great player in the future, but he's going to be an okay player. That's what I can say. The OKC Thunder, CP3/Chris Paul. Chris Paul came into this team this year, with the trade between him and Russell Westbrook, and he's quickly became one of the stars in this team, with averaging 17.7 points, 6.8 assists and 4.9 rebounds. He's been absolutely phenomenal all year. The next team is the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic's best player is Nikola Vucevic. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce his name right, but that's how I'm going to say it. Nikola Vucevic has pretty much carried this team and is one of the most underrated players in the NBA. He is so good, but I don't know why they're underrating him. It doesn't make sense. He's been averaging 19.5 points, 3.7 assists, and 11 rebounds. He is clearly a good offensive player and a good defensive player. So he's clearly should be higher in 2K. His rating should be higher in 2K instead of 85. But also, he should be a most improved player candidate or MVP candidate. The Philadelphia 76ers player is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid had competition from Ben Simmons, but they are averaging similar points, but Joel Embiid has got more experience and has the better defense. Joel Embiid has been averaging 23.4 points, 3.1 assists, and 11.8 rebounds, which could make his team one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference and a good candidate for the NBA Finals. The next team is the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns' best player is clearly Devin Booker. I don't know why other YouTubers will say he's overrated, but in my opinion, he's not. He's underrated because he's clearly carried this team to the best he can. Without help, with DeAndre Ayton coming in last year, they've quickly became a better team, and probably with another great signing, could be a playoff team. Devin Booker has been averaging 26.1 points, 6.6 assists, and 4.2 rebounds, which makes him an absolute phenomenal player. The next team is the Portland Trail Blazers with Dame Dollar Lillard. Damian Lillard is just an amazing player. In my opinion, the second best shooter in the league right now, and has just been amazing, especially last year with the game-winning point against the OKC Thunder. Jeez, that's heartbreaking for OKC fans. I respect you OKC fans, but I just have to say it's just really sad to see that happen. Damian Lillard has been averaging 28.9 points, 7.8 assists, and 4.3 rebounds, which is absolute great stats. And this team could easily be an NBA Finals team. The next team, the San Antonio Spurs with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is clearly the best player in this team and has gone downhill since he left Toronto, but he's still a great player. With averaging 22.2 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 5.6 assists, he's not doing the best. This is not his best season, but it's not his worst either. The next team, Toronto Raptors with Pascal Siakam. This could have been Kyle Lowry, but I went for Pascal Siakam because he's got the better stats. If you disagree with me, don't dislike the video, I beg, but just put in the comment section below who you think it actually is. But carrying on with the video, Pascal Siakam has been having a monster year. Without Kawhi Leonard taking the lead, he's proven that he can lead Toronto to another NBA Finals possibly. Sitting second in the East, they look like a team that's going to make the playoffs 100%, and a team that could make the NBA Finals. With Pascal Siakam averaging 23.6 points, 2.3 assists, and 7.5 rebounds, he's a great player on the offense and also a great player in the defense, which makes him an amazing player. The Utah Jazz with Donovan Mitchell. This could be really good there, but I just went with Donovan Mitchell because Donovan Mitchell has been having an amazing year, averaging 24.2 points, 4.2 assists, and 4.1 rebounds. He's clearly had an amazing year. And last but not least, with the Washington Wizards, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal has had an amazing season without John Wall with him. But alone, he's been carrying the Washington Wizards to greatness. With 30.5 points, 6.1 assists, 4.2 rebounds. At the beginning of the video, I will be telling you which player has the best stats and which player has the worst stats. So, I think I should start with the worst. So the player with the worst stats is Chris Paul. Chris Paul because he's getting old, his points have been going downhill. So Chris Paul has got the worst stats. But on the other hand, with the best stats this year in this category is either LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or James Harden. I'm going to leave that for you guys to decide in the comment sections below. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I make a new video. And I'm out. Peace. Miguel,